Hi, welcome back. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. Let's put a battery tender on our Bobcat E50. Because I don't run it that often, I'd like to keep it fully charged so when I get in there to do something, I'm ready to push the button and have it start. I also have battery tenders on my Wave Runners, on my Ranger, on my Razor, because there are certain weeks I just don't drive those, so they don't charge up. Having a battery tender on all of this equipment is really beneficial. Let's take a look at a few options. So these are a few options. This Deltran battery tender is very nice. It's expensive, but it does work well. I bought this inexpensive motor power. It seems to work pretty well. 12 volt DC, 800 milliamps. It's kind of weak. Okay for the Ranger or Razor, but for a big full battery, this might be a better option. 2000 milliamps, which is 2 amps at 12 volts. I think we're going to use this. I bought this specifically for this job. Let's install it. All of these chargers come with two options. One, some battery cables to connect the battery this way, or some hardwired cables, which I prefer, and those are the ones that we're going to use. But they all plug in to the universal plug like this, and that's what I disconnect when I'm driving my equipment around, then I plug them back in. It's nice if you leave them unplugged for a few days to put this cap back on. Otherwise, mud wasps or other things will try to build a nest, and they love that little hole to do that. So keep them plugged up and protected, just like that. So to get started, I'm going to remove the right side, this forward tilting hood on the Bobcat, and that exposes the battery. So the battery's here with the positive terminal and negative terminal. On my Bobcat E35 I had previously, I had to take this big panel off, take this off, big 4 bolts, so I could access the battery. But in this larger excavator, we've got access to basically connect those the screw, the loop contacts, which we're going to do right now. So with a standard battery, these are held in with 1/2 inch nuts. And I like to basically put them in this orientation so that the plastic cover will cover them back up like that. So I'm going to tighten this one down. I put a new nut on this one. This was pretty rusted. So this is a 2013 Bobcat with 3,000 hours. It'll be a project of mine for, I think, many videos. But it's fun. These up pretty good. You don't want, whoa, there you go. You don't want looseness, because then that'll corrode. So we'll just cover that up like that. Now we'll go to the negative terminal. So this is the negative terminal here. And we'll take that nut off. I've already loosened it a little bit. And again, it uses a 1/2 inch wrench. And then we'll put the black terminal on here. And again, I kind of want to bring it to the side here so I can bend it and have that plastic cap cover it. There it is. Now we'll cover it up with that black cap, and now we'll just route it through the front. So I've routed it through the slots for the horn, and now I'm going to get a black zip tie, just bend it so it comes back through. There we go. And then we'll plug it in. Okay, we're going to connect our battery tender to our plug. And now we're going to plug it in. So typically when we plug it in, it'll turn red until, like that, and it'll blink. And then when it's fully charged and you got the battery fully up to speed, it'll turn green. So thank you for watching. If you found this useful, please click thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Thank you.